Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. We got a whole lot going on this week. Tons of news, tons of quality of life, Valentines Salire, censorship on Valentines Salire. There's so much to talk about. Let's go ahead and dig in. Let's go ahead and talk about the news first. And let me tell you guys, there is a whole lot. We got maintenance on Tuesday, which is going to be a little bit of an extended maintenance, so make sure you keep that in mind. We have Frontlines being released, which is going to talk about the new features which are coming to global this week. We are going to be getting select quests. If you guys aren't familiar with select quests, we have been talking about them a lot on this channel. They are going to be releasing the Camillo select quest, which is going to basically mean you have to use MR or below light element units to kind of chase and acquire Camillo. We were kind of hoping that you were going to be able to actually utilize Camillo as well in these select quests, since that was a feature that they kind of uploaded and updated into JP, but I haven't seen anything about that. So for those of you who don't know much about the select quests, or are not really sure about this difficult PvE content, I will of course be putting out guides very similar to Tower, so please look forward to that. And they're not limited time, they will be around forever, so no rush in completing these. You can get your free UR Camillo at any time. Ability board improvements: you are going to be able to see the EX job board in the Awakening 3-star board of your units from now on, so you won't have to actually EX your unit in order to see the unlock with it. I am curious if we're going to be able to see the status ailment with Espers and kind of where that unlocks. I'm not seeing anything about that. Vision card hard quest improvements. Now, this is something a lot of people have been asking for. People are kind of curious about how it's working. Basically, we're going to get hard quests for vision cards. What I'm kind of excited about, and what I hope, is that we're going to be able to get Visior from every single vision card that we have. That would be really exciting. But you are basically going to have 6 quests per day that you can do. They are going to be separate from the normal quests that you can do. You can get 1 vision card shard for a UR rarity, 2 for MR, and 2 times for vision cards of MR or lesser. So it looks like you'll be able to get 2 for anything MR below, and then you'll be able to get 1 shard per day for UR. And then it does not apply to collaborative and limited vision cards. And you go into world quests here, and then it shows you that the attempt limit, you have vision cards, and then you have today's total attempts here. So I'm a little curious because I'm wondering if we're going to get like a double vision card drop, or kind of how it's going to function in terms of like, do we get Gill from it? So a little bit, of things to think about. We're going to get a guild language setting, which is, I know, really important for a lot of players who, are playing lots of guilds that are second language or not English as the primary language. A lot of people saw this update, so there was an AI behavior change, and the option to always use maximum firepower to defeat an enemy has been added to auto battle settings, and a lot of people were concerned this is going to mess with the AI. I'll tell you exactly what this does. So when you're fighting an opponent and your opponent has 1 HP left, your unit will prioritize killing that enemy with a melee attack because it wants to save the resources, right? And this was an adjustment that they added in probably a couple months ago. This is very detrimental, though, in things like Trials of Reckoning, where you need to kill it with the maximum firepower in order to get a good score. So what they're doing is they're adding a feature where it turns off this function in the AI. So instead of like meleeing a unit to death, if they're able to melee it, they will cast their strongest ability and try and deal the most damage possible. So it's not going to change your AI very significantly. There's not a huge overhaul of the AI. This is almost exclusively for Trials of Reckoning and scoring content, and that's probably the only time you're ever going to actually want to put this on. They're also going to be changing the priority of removing re-raise and removing courage in auto battle, so that may change things. And probably the biggest update is the skip ticket update, which is going to give unit affinity and equipment proficiency when you are using skip tickets, which is super exciting. And then, of course, the implementation of Frostbite. Interesting that we're seeing Frostbite implemented now. I'm wondering if we're going to see Victoria EX early, or if potentially we're going to be seeing Freyevia EX with Frostbite, which would be really exciting. They do talk about some of the things coming in the future. So things in the future, the number of formations capable of being saved for attack parties and defense parties will be increased up to 5 each, which will be nice. We're gonna get UI improvements, so login bonus animations will be skippable, which thank God. Select Sibon tickets, the amount of held of each item will be displayed. When purchasing unit shards from shops, it's going to show you the mind spheres that you have, which is wonderful. I think all of that is very good, and I think the game is definitely going on the right path. In terms of news for this week, we did get Valentines Salire alongside the Final Fantasy 1 news. Interestingly enough, Valentines Salire does not have a limited tag next to her name, so there is speculation that she may be permanently added to the pool. Personally, I think that she's probably going to be a limited time unit, and this is just a mistake, but you never know. We'll kind of wait and see. Maybe we're getting Valentine's Salire kind of like how JP got Dwayne, right? We're kind of get a little give and take here. Kind of hard to say. Taking a look at what we're going to be getting this week, though, of course, Warrior of Light is going to be getting his EX, and Death Machine will be getting his 3-star. Relevant information for Death Machine is that Death Machine is going to have Resist Charm added, and it's going to be a 25% resistance, which is pretty significant. And I think that's probably one of the most significant reasons to get 3-star Death Machine. Warrior of Light training challenge missions is going to give 120 Warrior of Light unit shards, which will be exciting. Death Machine training missions, of course, for the Death Machine VC. And then, of course, we have Valentine's Salire. And, of course, there is what a lot of people are calling censorship here. So you do have leggings now that Valentine Salire is wearing, whereas before this was lace on the JP side. And of course you can't see any of her chest, right? Because all of this was chest before, basically. I'm not going to get into the censorship issue. I think, honestly, I think the global community basically asked for this with how they were behaving on Reddit, right? Like, the global community is the one who made this a big deal, and y'all can't really complain that Salire got censored when y'all are, you know, making a big deal of it on Reddit and, you know, causing a big hullabaloo. So I really just kind of don't think it's a big deal. And, you know, you got what you asked for, you got what you were upset about and you wanted a solution to. And honestly, I think there's no way for Gummy to win. I think if they censored her, you guys are going to be like, oh, Gummy censored her. I think if they didn't censor her, you guys would be like, oh my God, Gummy's a terrible company. So honestly, you know, I am not going to get involved with this because it's kind of childish. And I think, honestly, the GL community asked for this. So nothing really to say there anymore, I think. Bombardment of Love is going to remove all buffs from target. Detonation Blast, of course, because she's an energist. So we are, of course, getting glove weapons with her, right? So Garvel's event is going to be coming back, and we're also going to be getting glove tombstones. So I hope you guys are ready to farm the glove tombstone tablets, which I am not. Salire training mission is going to be coming out, so you can get 120 XL Salire shards. Of course, JP bonus for Warrior of Light and Salire, and their EX jobs are going to be implemented. And of course, Matoya's Cave is coming out for Warrior of Light, and Salire is going to be added to the Snowstorm Ridge. So something to check out there. Now, weekly campaigns, there's a lot going on here, and a lot of really interesting things too. So of course, Final Fantasy 1 collaboration reissue login bonus. We also have the Chocobo Expedition EXP and Gill Double Up campaign, Story EXP Double Up campaign, and then Unlimited Gill Chamber and Double Up campaign. Now this is really important because we are getting the new Gill Snapper Chamber, and this is going to be going from 616 to 622. So this is going to be the week to farm Gill Snappers. I think I personally am probably going to be skipping a lot of the Final Fantasy 1 events and going right for the Gill Snappers. Also, Blossoms of Paradise in the Final Fantasy 1 login bonus. So make sure you are pushing hard to get that weed. Scrolling down here, nothing too exciting, just talking about the campaign. Unlimited Gill Chamber, of course, is very exciting, and you're going to acquire double the amount of Gill Snappers. So that is huge for anyone who needs Gill. Final Fantasy 1 event quest is basically just talking about everything going on with Final Fantasy 1. Nothing too exciting here. Of course, you are going to be getting the new Warrior of Light light elemental sword for light sword users, which is going to be a big deal. Lots of people are going to want to be farming those. And if you haven't gotten the Warrior of Light armor, I would recommend pursuing the Warrior of Light armor, because that is pretty substantial, I would say, in terms of having a piece of gear with good stats and magic resistance on it. Interestingly, we are going to get a special guild quest, and this is the first time we've ever seen something like this, but we're going to get a special Final Fantasy 1 guild quest, which is interesting. It's going to give light fragments of thought, light awakening prisms, and red magicite. I'm kind of curious how good it's going to be, because we do see, of course, XL magicite here. We see food items, so I'm kind of hoping that it's actually better than what it sounds like. In terms of Garvel, the Garvel quest is going to be coming back, and we're going to be getting the XL Guild Chamber. We're going to be getting secret books for gloves, accessory, swords, because of course we're going to be getting the gloves for Valentines Salire. The Gill Snappers XL are going to be arriving, so Rainbow Gill Snappers are here. Of course, the Pride Snappers are worth 1 million gil each, so be very excited, and you will be able to get them by clearing the new Guild Chamber Professional. So make sure you do that. Of course, you can do it 3 times per day, challenging the chamber every day to acquire various skill snappers. And then, of course, we have the repeat of the agitator event. So for those of you that want to get another glove so that you can run double energist if you need to, you'll definitely want to farm that as well. Class match, guild, and arena map updates. So we are going to be revisiting the 540 cost limit, quicken haste nullify, healing power down 50%, class match map. A couple people were upset in the stream, on Merlot's stream, because this is like a map that we've done before, but I think a lot of people also really like this map because it's almost like the OG map, you know, at this point. So I think a lot of people are going to be just, you know, okay with it. They're going to be happy with it. The arena map is going to be the Graveyard 3, which gives ice attack up. Little excited about this. I'm excited to see how it goes. Really hoping we get Victoria EX, by the way, in the near future. But lots of things going on here. Valentines Salire, of course, going to be really powerful on this map, and I can't wait to kind of show it off and run around on there. Feature updates, nothing else in here. This is just kind of talking about how to change your guild language and how the vision card hard quests drop. So lots going on this week. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you all are ready to see my Camillo guide, which I will be putting out. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys on stream Tuesday night. I might stream kind of the making of my Camillo guide later today. We'll see kind of how busy I am. I do have to put out a Salire video along with some other ones for tomorrow. So yeah, we got lots to talk about. If you guys do want to support me, please use my affiliate link dig.gs/coins, and have a great rest of your day, everybody.